You're watching Lehigh Valley Sports Scene on Service Electric 2 Sports.
Welcome back once again to the Valley Preferred Cycling Center and a very special live edition of Lehigh Valley Sports Scene. Hoping the rain is just going to be chased away, and they plan on having racing here tonight, and they're hoping to have it as soon as 7:30. Well, we're joined now on set by Breland Moore. Breland's been here all week so far and plans to be here most of this weekend as well. Breland, obviously an opportunity. I had an opportunity to come out this morning. You had an opportunity to take a look at the racing action last night. It's been some pretty good competition over these last couple of days.
Absolutely. Monday, of course, was a washout, as we're kind of starting to see out there. Hopefully things will clear up for us tonight, but Monday was a washout, so Tuesday was a very packed evening, and of course so was Wednesday evening. Let's take a look at last night's racing. Yesterday, day 3 of the U.S. Elite and Junior Track Nationals was underway at the Valley Preferred Cycling Center. Kicking things off for the day were the elite women, who took part in a 4-kilometer team pursuit. The Jackaroo group, composed of Erin Goodall, Catherine Moore, Clarice Sale, and Amanda Siegel, came in at 5 minutes and 8.2 seconds, which earned them the first place finish.
It was fast. We were kind of like thrown together at the last minute, so it was a lot of working together and trying to figure out how each other rides today. So that was fun and exciting.
On the men's side, Texas Roadhouse Cycling took the top spot. Zachary Carlson, Jordan Marhanka, Kyle Perry, and Ryan Sheen registered a time of 4 minutes and 25.597 seconds to capture gold.
It was great. I mean, these guys, two of the guys it's our first national championship, and never been a part of something like this before, so really great experience. Really glad to have it with those guys.
In the women's elite team sprint, the Sprint Queens, made up of local riders Mandy Marquardt and Colleen Gulick, would best the pack with a time of 46.973.
We have been racing together since we were really young, so we know each other's strengths, and it's just cool to kind of go up to the line and do something together and win a title together. So I know she's powerful, and she had a really good start, so it was good. It was really awesome.
The local riders also reigned supreme in the men's team sprint. Allentown's Jamie Alvord and Schnecksville's James Mellon, along with David Espinoza of Florida, made up the Sprinters Edge trio that took home the gold with a time of 1 minute and 2.76 seconds.
It was really good kind of preparing with David and Jamie, practicing together. We focused on this event with Sprinters Edge and our coach Andrew Harris, kind of training for this event in order to do the other Kieran and match sprint, which we also won teammates-wise.
The grand finale of the Wednesday's evening session was the junior 17-18 age group competing in a points race final. In the 17-18 women's junior 20-kilometer points race, Elijah Beatty from Washington, Iowa took first with 36 total points.
It feels really good. I love it. I love racing, so getting a win just makes it that much better.
And in the men's 17-18 junior points race, Gage Hecht from Parker, Colorado would land himself on the top spot of the podium with a grand total of 42 points.
I had a great time out there. It's a beautiful location. I was able to lap the field twice, which was fantastic. Got me a lot of points, and really happy with the race and how it went.
On the scene at the Valley Preferred Cycling Center in Trexlertown, Breland Moore, 2 Sports. Definitely an exciting evening here last night at the Valley Preferred Cycling Center, but now I'm here joined by the man who organized this whole thing. This is Tom Mahoney from USA Cycling, the National Events Manager for USA Cycling. First and foremost, Tom, thank you for joining me. Take me through a little bit about the event structure and how do you guys pull this off?
Well, that's a big question there, Breland. Thanks for having me first. We pull this off with magic and kittens and rainbows, but really it's a lot of hard work. We pull in kind of our best people from around the country to help us time the event, to help ref the event. We come to world-class facilities to help us run what's going on, to really set the precedent for our national championships.
All throughout this season, Marty and I have been talking about how great it is to have both junior and elites together for the first time in a very long time. What was the reasoning behind that for you guys to finally combine those two?
To be perfectly frank, it was a cost-saving measure. Both events were separated 2 years ago, and it just didn't make sense financially. We put them together, and it you have the kids racing with the adults, so they stick around and watch everything. The older guys stick around and they coach their juniors, so it's a price-saving thing for the athletes as well as a cost-saving measure for USA Cycling because we only have to bring people out once as opposed to twice.
Now, I'm sure you heard Marty talk earlier about how great it is to have Trexlertown host the USA Elite and Junior Cycling Championships. For you, why did you pick Trexlertown and why did you pick T-Town?
T-Town has this enormous history within the cycling community of being just a great venue, and we wanted to come here and really expose people from across the country to that great history that T-Town has.
Take me through kind of the roster, the rundown of the rider sheets here. Who is here? Where do they come from? And what are their ages?
All right, so I'll just the ages first because that's the easy question. Our youngest rider is 8 right now, turns 9 later this year, and we go up to a 56-year-old elite athlete who is going to be doing the Madison on Saturday night. They come from all across the nation at the various velodromes. We have big contingents from California, from Colorado. We have people from the Seattle area, and the new scene is actually down in the southeast, in Rock Hill and in Atlanta.
I'm sure you guys are well aware, as is everyone else watching this, of the kind of big event coming up in 2 weeks. It's called the Rio Olympics. I'm not sure if you've heard of it.
I might not have. I don't know.
How has that kind of changed the face of nationals this year?
It has affected us greatly. A lot of our nationals were planning around the athletes' abilities to be at the events. Luckily, we were able to get Bobby to come out here for this, so we were really pushing for stuff like that. It's been fun, I guess.
Hectic, fun at the same time.
Exactly.
Speaking of hectic, you have a little bit of a storm brewing here, but hopefully we'll be able to get things off. You know, with weather being so fickle as it can be, what are those plans and how do you guys prepare for something like that?
The first big step is we know that we're coming to an outdoor velodrome, so we plan the schedule around that. We build in extra padding so that we know that we're going to have some time later on in the week if we need to fill in. Perfect case would be Monday night when we had to cancel. We had time on Tuesday to build in all of those races. So that's the big first thing. The second piece is communication, making sure the riders know what's going on. And then we just need to pray to the weather gods and make sure that we can get clear skies at some point.
Well, we'll pray to the weather gods during commercial break, but when we come back on Lehigh Valley Sports Scene, we'll be looking at the Pennsylvania Amateur Golf Tournament. Don't move a muscle.